It's all snares and traps, man. Simply all snares and traps. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, teaching his word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the 144,000, the hopeful elect out there, and the rest of the men, women, and children the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. Shalom. It's the brother Dama Al-Gabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. As you can see, the title of this article from Zero Hedge says, EU's digital identity wallet is an electronic leash with which Brussels wants to control its citizens. All right. And that's why I said at the beginning of the video, it's just all snares and traps, man. All right. And that's all this digital identity, this digital wallet, this digital beast system that they're rolling out is, under the guise of security and protection and, conveniality, if that's a word. It'll be convenient for you. It'll be tech savvy. It'll be cool. It'll be, something that the whole world is going to need. But, they're not going to come out and tell you that it's literally, a leash and an electronic, prison system, which is why this thing is, it's not good or bad. It's just complete wickedness, man. And this devil is going to deceive a lot of you people into believing that this system is going to be legit. It's going to be, transparent. It's going to be, beneficial to all society, but the only one that's going to benefit at the end of the day is going to be these global elites, man. All right. And this is going to ultimately lead to the micro C-hip, the MOTB, the charagma, and we've been here warning you ad nauseum, what all this whole digital identity, this digital wallet, all of this electronic, system is ultimately going to lead to, according to biblical prophecy, which is the mark of the beast, the MOTB. All right. So I'm going to read some of this article, get straight to the point, and Lord willing, you can be edified, man. So, hey, we've been warning you guys that, all of this is just going to lead into the MOTB. It's going to be convenient for a while. They'll make it seem as if it's optional. You don't have to do it. But excuse me. Like I said in my video yesterday, they're going to make it seem like it's, you have a choice and to do it and it's not voluntary. But eventually they're going to create a system to where every transaction, every way that you're going to have to function in the future, whether it's the private sector, whether it's, you trying to go to the grocery store, you trying to, receive your CBDCs or have money deposited into your account, they're going to create a system to where that's going to be the only way it's going to be able, the only way you'll be able to operate within it is going to be through this digital system, and it's going to come to the point to where the only thing that this society and this government and this world will accept is digital forms of identification on every level. So therefore, you'll be separated, you'll be killed if you don't, make the sacrifice and enter into this new world order, this new digital beast system via your charagma. All right. You'll be totally identityless. So that's a word. And you won't be able to function, man. You won't be able to get a job. You won't be able to board a train. You won't be able to drive a car, go into the grocery store, or even operate without linking yourself to this slave system that they're going to eventually force upon everybody. It says, there is a danger that the new Polish government may just wave through this oppression policy. It says the agreement between the European Parliament and the Council of the European Union on the EU digital identity wallet is open to abuse and gives Brussels the ability to deny people rights and control them, you see? And that's why I said at first it'll be, they'll make it seem like it's voluntary and make it seem like, you can do it if you want to. But eventually, they're going to create a system to where this is the only way you're going to be able to operate is by linking yourself to this system, and it's going to be a complete control system, And like I said, this is why they're going to bring all of this dysfunction, all of this disorder, all of this chaos. They're going to collapse this economy as we know it. And they're going to come, with the answers, which is going to be this digital system, which they're going to have complete and total control over you and it. It says, according to the new European legislation, the wallets, which are to be voluntary for the time being, you see, and I've been saying that in numerous videos. The first is going to be voluntary. First is going to tell you, oh yeah, you can do it if you want to, but eventually they're going to build a system to where that's going to be the only option you're going to have. Either you're going to do it or you're going to be totally separated from the system. You won't exist. You won't be able to function. You won't be able to open any doors, receive your CBDCs, receive what was they calling that shit during the pandemic? Your COVID checks, whatever they was calling that shit. I forget the term. Your relief funds, you won't be able to do a tax return. You won't be able to function, man. It says, will include digital versions of all ID cards, driver's licenses, degree certificates, and medical documentation. It says the European Commission insists that the system will be secure, and the current Spanish presidency of the EU is saying that this will make the EU a digital leader at a global level in protecting democratic values. But what has digitization got to do with European values? You see, and like I said, they're going to spin it and make it seem as if it's very beneficial, that it's very, convenient, and that's going to help, move forward humanity and put things, exactly where they need to be, which is all lies and it's all bullshit, man. It says, on the contrary, the move actually threatens European values, as argued by 504 academics and experts from 39 countries who have signed an open letter warning of the dangers to people's online security and freedom, you see? Which brings me to this first precept, man. This is Psalms 55, verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You see? And that's what you have to beware of this devil, man. Everything that he's telling you, like I said, the EU is saying it'll make him a digital leader. It'll be secure. It'll be protecting your values. It'll be all these different things. But really, it's really an act of war upon the all citizens, man. All right. It's a digital slave system that you're going to be deceived into believing that it's one thing, but really it's the other. So this man cannot be trusted under any level, man. And like I said, they're going to be offering all type of goodies for you to get this. They might give you, they might wipe your debt credit clean. They might tell you once you sign it up, we'll give you an instant bonus of 100,000 CBDC credits or whatever, they might be coming with all type of schemes, Remember during the pandy when they was trying to get everybody to take the jump shots, they was offering scholarships, free trucks, donuts, basketball game tickets, free beers, free hamburgers and fries and all type of shit, man. And I think it'll be the same with this, but like I said, at the end of the day, it's going to sound good. He's going to make it seem like it's convenient, but really it's snares and traps. It says the P moved us into this direction when the 1/9 passports were introduced and limited the right to travel. The new wallet will move us much further in the direction of oppression. You see? And that's exactly what it is. It says having all documents in one place means that they can be confiscated in one click. See, this is how they'll be able to restrict you from buying or selling or getting on a train or having any freedom to function freely in the society, especially, if you violate, any of their rules. You post something on social media that they don't approve of. Like I said, you jaywalk, you litter, you, say something that, they disapprove of. They could restrict your documents. They can restrict you from, like I said, transactioning, from buying or selling, from going to the grocery store, from traveling a certain distance. They can have you locked in your 15-minute city home for 48 hours as a punishment. The punishments can be endless. It's because they'll have complete control over all of your, freedoms, and you're able to freely operate in this society with the, in real time. Salakia. It says this was done by the Trudeau administration in Canada when, during the C, it denied V refusers access to their accounts and later removed insurance rights from drivers participating in the protest blockage of the capital, Ottawa, you see? And that's exactly what this digital slave system is. It puts all power in the hands of these damn devils. and it leaves you with, no freedoms whatsoever, but whatever they allow you to have, depending on your level of obedience. It says the head of Poland's central bank, Adam Glapiński, says consumers do not want their banks to know about their transactions and full digital centralization of transaction. It says, and full digital centralization of transactions removes that right to anonymity. This latest EU move is also tied to the proposed treaty changes, which include the phasing out of all national currencies in favor for the euro. Not only would Poland be denied the right to conduct its own monetary policy, but the EU would also control the wallets of Polish citizens. Banks in Canada and Australia have already begun to count the carbon footprints of their clients' purchases. This is just one step away from It says this is just one step away from stopping them from making some transactions if certain limits are exceeded. You see, this is why Klaus Schwab said you will eat the bugs, and this is what you're literally going to give these people control over. Once you sign and you get and you join yourself into this digital beast system, man. Remember, they're going to have your carbon footprint, telling you how much meat you can consume in a month. Telling you how much carbon you can use, and telling you that, it's the dead of winter and you can't even turn your thermostat up to a certain degree to get you warm in your house. They'll have the right to restrict you from doing that. They can use that as, that'll be go against your carbon footprint. You use too much electricity, you use too much heat for the month. So therefore we're going to cut you off, and it can be the dead of winter, negative 25 outside. It don't matter. You see, this is what these devils are trying to implement, and this is what they're trying to lure everybody into with this digital wallets, digital ID, digital B systems, digital CBC. Basically, going to put everybody in a total dependent state upon the government, man. All right. It says there can be little doubt that Eurocrats want to create a liberal regime in which citizens are increasingly controlled by the authorities based in Brussels. You see? This is what everything is headed. It's all going to lead into the MOTB. That'll be the crowning jewel of this whole system. Is to get that MOTB inside of everybody, where they can have total control over your life and make you be a perpetual slave for all as long as you live via this system. All right. So this is Psalms chapter 28, verse I'll start here at 2. Psalms 28 and 2. It says, hear the voice of my supplications when I cry unto thee, when I lift up my hands toward thy holy oracle. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. You see? And that's what this man is doing. That's what this whole system is all about. This is what this whole, that's what the whole, the one-niner was all about. Putting this shit into place so that they can lock people into this digital system to where, your rights and your freedoms will be based on your compliance with the government. You see, and in their minds, they was hoping that one-niner and the whole agenda would be in place forever. They was hoping that when they did it a couple of years ago, that the lockdowns would never end, and people would just further and further, sign away their rights and further go deeper into this whole digital slave system. But it kind of backfired. So now, they're about to bring it in a more drastic and a more draconian way. It says, give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands. Render to them their desert, because ultimately these devils are going to be destroyed. All right. And this is ultimately the trap that the Lord is setting for Esau, is to bring in this system so that, he can ultimately be destroyed. It says, because they regard not the works of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, nor the operation of his hand, he shall destroy them and not build them up. You see? And it says, blessed be Yahweh, because he have heard the voice of my supplications. You see? That's ultimately what's going to happen. But just going into this, man, this is just all snares and traps, man. That's all it is. And these devils are going to bring it forward, whether you people want it or not. They're going to do it in a very mischievous and nefarious way. And that's why you got to be, we know that a lot of these FFs are coming. A lot of craziness is about to happen. It's going to be, excuse me. It's going to be distraction after distraction after distraction until eventually they're going to find the right crisis to ultimately, try to lock everybody into this digital identity, this digital slave beast system, you know. But those who are of the household of faith, Lord willing, we're part of that number and part of the elect, man. Hey, we're going to be delivered. We're going to deny, and we're going to stand upon our testimony in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But we're going to continue to give you warning and warn our people about this until, this devil, basically does away with the internet and, makes his accusation against us and do whatever he has to do. But it's our job and duty, man, to give you Jake's warning that this thing is coming. And it's coming fast, and this devil ain't stopping, man. So with that, Lord willing, you are edified. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Until the next one, shalom.